Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, Arizona State head coach told me pregame he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Sun Devils ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The give is to Williams. Breaks into the open.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He's got it again. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive.
Makes the catch and he's free. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Looking downfield, it's Hammond. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Makes the catch. It's Hudson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Fires downfield. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. To the air, it's Hammond. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. The run inside. It's Brown. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Off play action on first down. Throwing right. That's reeled in. It's Harris. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Could be an alley. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. He'll bring it out. It's Lee. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. What a turn that last drive was. It didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Under fire. The throw. Fires to the big fella. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Miller. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Sun Devils come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I wonder how much of that incompletion is due to the pass rush. That quarterback did not have a lot of time to throw that football. This offensive line is going to have to do a better job giving him time.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Line is set on third down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete on the right side. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Joyner. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Simmons. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Got loose. Made the big play and took it down to the 31.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the...
Oh, he's got some space. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Foley. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Lets it fly. Incomplete, going for the touchdown, but instead I think they're going to have to wear a penalty. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Sun Devils will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Sends it back in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. Splits the uprights. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the 2 guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock. You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. He's got the back in the middle. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Nice job there by the running back, working the middle of the field in the passing game. I think oftentimes when defenders see these running backs coming out of the backfield, they're just anticipating a swing route or a flat route, something to the perimeter. That time, he put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face and found himself in the middle of the field.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Wants to throw it. He's got it still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their 1st of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. They'll go with Joyner. He didn't get there. A big-time stop by this defense, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting a big stop.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the tight end. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll go right back to the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. To the air, it's Boley. Bringing the heat. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pressure coming. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Joyner. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting 3s up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Handoff to Joyner. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. The field goal is no good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Oregon taking on the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's the Ducks trying to close out what would be one of the toughest wins of the season. And that's a big statement considering this team is already 6-1. Let's see if they have what it takes. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
It's 3rd and 5. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. To throw, it's Boley. Escapes the pressure to his right. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make...
They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake.
Well, they were trying to get clever. They thought they had the right look for that fake punt, but give the defense a lot of credit. They were expecting.
Looking for a crease. It's Sticky. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand.
There's some room. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
A give to Brown. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
It's complete to the right. Snags it and he's open. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They take the lead here in the second half. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Moving away from pressure. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man by himself. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, ASU. The defense putting points on the board. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Oh, they're after him. And they got him.
And the defense finally gets home. They get their first sack of the day. This is a defense, they can pressure the quarterback. This is not normal. Last week they had 5 sacks, so you're used to this defense getting after quarterbacks.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Moving out to the right. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Brown again. Gets it across the 10 to the 11, and a fresh set of downs and a little breathing room to boot. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give, running right, Brown.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front, and good job being physical by that D-line too.
And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. That's caught. It's Simmons. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light the rest of the game. Down multiple possessions, got to go for it on fourth down. Probably had that in mind. It's a little shorter fourth down, but this offense has got to stay fast-paced and got to make some explosive plays.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. DB's right up on the receivers. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And a lapse in concentration will back them up 5, but still a first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Put 6 on the board. Lining up for the PAT. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Makes a grab and room to run. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Harris. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Sun Devils, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Running inside. It's Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and he's been dependable, hasn't he? He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Looking to pass. It's Boley. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. It's Robinson. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. They'll send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Runs through a tackle. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Understand situational football.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Going for the big play. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. You've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put it.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. Just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
Got a man, it's Carpenter. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Red Raiders racing to the line in a hurry up. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Going long. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing.
Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Right on the money. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. The hurry up now, 2nd down, caught tip. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the 2nd half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. College football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. 1-possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
He might want another play. One more time, it's Brown. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.